Okay, yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Reboot TV. Of course, we're live over our Facebook page and, of course, at YouTube. My name is John, and with here, my co-host is Palo. Good evening, Leo.
Good evening, John. Good evening to all our viewers and followers here at Reboot TV, and it's nice to be with you again, guys.
So it's another Tuesday, so as we set up with another set of topics for tonight. And of course, for tonight we have topics from the Geo's 6th anniversary, Geo's Crib 6th anniversary, Rockamania. We also have the Pole Fitness as well as the Wall Fitness Center. Yeah. And of course, for tonight, we'll have three topics. Once again, we'll have the Geo's Crib 6th Anniversary Rockamania, as well as the Pole Fitness from Evolve, and of course, a wall climb. So, Leo, let's get the ball started for tonight. We missed our friend, Mr. Jong Uy. Maybe
Yes,
he's out
I believe
of,
he just came back from another gig in Carmona, Cavite, just recently.
Maybe we'll be featuring that later.
To get the ball rolling, we'd like to see some of the events that happened over the weekend, starting off with the Rockamania 2022. This is Geo's Crib's 6th anniversary special.
Well, Geo's Crib is, I consider them the one of the rock era that still stands until today. In fact, Geo's Crib is the only rock house here in Davao City which features local and original hits from our local talents. So kung medyo ano lang man ako, they sing cover as well as some of their original songs. But that night was an exotic night, well, as they feature top local bands dito po sa Davao City.
Yes, I believe that was one rocking night. So without further ado, we'd like to see some of the events that happened during that evening. That was last March 12, Saturday, at Gio's crib. So here are some footages.
Well, that night was there were featured four bands. Was featured last night. That night, okay. So I think the footage is
Taking a little bit slow to load.
slow.
Anyway,
Let's get it on.
here they are.
We're celebrating Gio's Crib 6th anniversary.
Congratulations, Gio's
Our
Crib.
sponsor ngayon, Gio's Crib, Hyper Hippo. Of course, you know, Pitel.
Yeah, newborn babies, watch out for November 4 on May.
November 4 on May, okay? November 4 on May.
Hopefully, if there won't be any changes, then, you know,
May hope so wala na.
I hope so.
Ising in the house. Ising is in the house. Join us right here on stage. Ayan. Okay, ladies, okay. So mga lalaki kanina, red horse view talaga yan. Pero sa mga babae, we'll give them the chance. Medyo mahirap ko sa kanila. Sunday light platform. So we have 4 gorgeous ladies ngayong gabi. Ayan.
Watch out.
Ayan na! Ayun na! Diretso, mag-showing, tugo mo kung sino. Inverted bottle, inverted bottle, inverted bottle, inverted bottle, pag naubos, inverted bottle, isang pulutan, at isang bucket para sa tropa ninyo ngayong gabi. Hello, Wendy. Okay, sino ba? Okay, okay! Ready, okay, sino ba? Okay. Playing for us tonight. We have 4 pop rock bands. Okay, so just stay with us. We give you our first band for tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
The Goonies.
Would like to thank all the bands who played here tonight, and not only tonight, for 6 years. Okay? Thank you very much sa lahat ng local talents natin. We continue to support music so that our music, Davao music, will grow. Okay? And as all of you know, there's only one fucking rule in the house. Alright? I think all of you know it. Okay? So the rule is no.
could you tell us, a brief backgrounder about some of the bands that played that night? Like starting off with the Goonies.
Yeah, we had 4 bands playing that night on Geo's Crib's 6th anniversary. Well, first they had the Goonies. Second was the Titos, who sang a couple of numbers of U2s. And of course, the all-female band, the Vipera, who looks like Debbie Gibson but sounds like Pantera. And of course, last was Tamad Sihuan. We forgot to get that footage of Tamad Sihuan along with
Vipera.
Mr. Giovanni Gaite.
Yeah,
Which
I
was
know.
live. It was one of the highlights of that night as Geo's Crib Demo's only rock house celebrated its 6th anniversary. We're happy as in behalf of Geo's Crib, Mr. Giovanni Gaite and of course Taj Gaite, having that still rock house that sinasabi caters to local talent, especially in the music scene. Okay, they have such a group of talents waiting to be pang makilala sila. They still have that tone despite their aging. But ibig sabihin yan, they still have that yung may kiliti pa o may
They still have that
asim
spunk.
pa. Oh,
Diba?
may
Still
asim
have that
pa.
spunk.
Okay, especially mga titos. I really love the titos at time. Of course, the Tamad Sihuan and Mr. Giovanni Gaite playing that night. But they still have that asim. May
Yes,
asim
of
pa
course.
sila.
Seeing Giovanni play again and doing the final big act, it was really something.
Yeah, it reminds me back of the 90s pa eh. Oh, yung
Parang
hindi pa pumuputi yung buhok niya. Oh, malala mo yun. Hindi
Uso pa
magano
yung
kahaba,
slam dancing and
Ganun,
stage
yeah,
diving and everything.
Then the pandemic came, medyo nawala. Maybe that time, mga tao, medyo na-miss nila yung rock scene ng Davao.
But I was really interested with the band, yung Vipera. You have any idea how long they've been playing? Kasi they're an all-girl band and then they somehow remind me of yung Japanese band na Shonen Knife. Kasi all girls eh. But sabi mo nga, parang si Debbie Gibson ang dating that night.
Debbie Gibson ang dating. Pero Spultura, Pantera ang
Sepultura
kinakanta.
yung boses, ano?
Oh, ganun.
Buong buo.
Malala ko sila dati. They were not old before, mga 3-4 years ago. Pero makita mo sila.
May hatak na.
Oh, may hatak na.
Okay. So what's next for Geos?
I
Do you have
think
any idea
they're
after
planning up for more gigs as well as nag-open naman ng mga bars dito sa Davao. Thank you so much for that. And of course, yung nasabi ni Shobi sa akin that night, yung co-host ko, ang sabi niya, they're planning to put up a 94.
So what is the Benta for?
Noventa 4 is a series. It's a 4th one. They'll be having yung bands of the 90s still performing until today with the music of the 90s.
Parang hindi nga nawawala yung energy ng mga banda. These are not show bands. These are not your typical show bands.
Not your typical
These
show
are
bands.
underground.
Not your typical show bands, but they can still perform with the hype energy based on, sabihin natin, since the 90s. So, that's up for our first topic for tonight. Thank you so much, Geo's Crib, as we celebrated with you their 6th anniversary to Giovanni and Taj Gaite and the rest of the gang who performed that night, no?
Yeah.
Hats off ako sa inyo.
Especially
I hope
with
you
Tamad
continue.
Sihuan and the Goonies also.
So
we
I hope,
to-
continue na yan. Tayo for the next couple of months and I hope tuloy-tuloy na po ito. Okay.
So John, I understand meron ding upcoming another parang rock fest din, no?
Yeah, when I last talked to them, medyo may plano sila. Okay, may plano sila for a bigger and a better and more local bands to join. What I like about Geo's Crib, they cater to local musicians. Okay, who can sing their stuff, can strut their guitars, and everything on that. But most especially, they cater with local, with ano talaga with the power of the voice and the looks can
And the-
kill. Yan talaga.
And the spunk. Yeah. So, other than Geoscript, wala bang upcoming na mga...
Yeah, maybe baka pasyalan natin sila balang araw. We could feature
roam
them
around.
dito sa ating Reboot TV. Not only for sports, music, and recreation, we can have more dito.
Okay. So, next up, our topic is something on the fitness side.
Yeah, paborito
We
natin
ran
yan.
into
That was a good
something
Saturday.
different and something
Ang galing na
really,
Sabado na
really,
yun.
Really, really exotic, really different. Different yung presentation niya, different yung arrive.
Yeah. At
I
saka,
think John really
medyo
enjoyed,
nagulat lang ako.
really enjoyed interviewing and watching them do their routines.
Medyo
So,
nagulat ako. Leo, let's go for a second. Introduce her.
okay. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce some of our friends from the Evolve Pole Fitness and Aerial Arts Studio, headed by Miss Tweetie Bullecer, the CEO and Chief Instructor, and Operations Manager, Miss Chiclet Bullecer-Gerochi.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Tweetie Bullecer with both Pole Fitness and Aerial Arts Studio. So what we offer here are, we have our pole fitness classes, we have pole dancing, exotic pole, acrobatic chair. We also have our aerial hoops, aerial sling, and aerial silk classes. All of our classes are fitness centered. In some areas or countries, they offer it as an art or sometimes as a dance. But here, we try to use these crafts as fitness. Okay, so how did it start and when did all of these start? We opened 2016, May of 2016, with just the pole fitness. And then along the way, we added more crafts. And so right now, we have all those crafts available here. And the reason why I opened, I used to be a teacher of, a pioneer teacher of one of the pole fitness studios here in Davao. And then when they closed, I really miss teaching. So after 6 months, although I was inviting some people to open a studio so I can resume teaching, but since nobody opened, so I decided to do it myself. And after 6 years, nandito na po tayo. We have 7 or 8 crafts, and recently opened a new craft, the wall fitness. Okay, so pole fitness, as you all know, pole is like, dati talaga siyang alam as a dancing, or seen in a very parang explicit way. Pole fitness, it was conceived before as yung parang makita mo lang sa bars, and seen in an explicit way. So it has evolved already and has nakitaan ng potential yung pole, that it also offers fitness. It has a fitness side and a lot more things, which is flexibility. It increases stamina. Magandang exercise talaga siya. It aids weight loss, and it also boosts self-confidence, especially sa mga women. So we decided to stick on the fitness side. So we introduced it, and nag-stick kami sa fitness side of it.
Ma'am, during the pandemic, anong ginawa niyo? Standby rin ba kayo lahat that time? In the pandemic, or meron kayong isa-isahan ng mga estudyante?
The pandemic, baka maiyak ako. The pandemic, well, that's a different story. Medyo, it was I think, the most challenging time dito sa studio. We almost closed down kasi parang it was all unexpected, and we were forced to close for 5 months because we belong to category 4. So it was one of the last na allowed to operate. And when we operated, allowed ng 30%. And so, we tried to operate for like 3 months, and sobrang hirap kami. We had to make a lot of changes. Like during those times, dapat magtipid ka, diba? But we had to spend for the safety protocols and everything. And some of our apparatuses, hindi na siya allowed na i-share because of the safety. So, we tried different things and found some things that can work. So, yun, on the 3rd month, parang, although we really wanted to close, yun, the students are also asking us to stay. So, yun, we just, parang pala lang siyang big leap of faith. So, we gave it a shot, we did an activity, and then, it was parang surprise talaga na dahan-dahan bumalik yung students. They saw that we practice the safety protocols, mask wearing, although it's very hard to work out with masks on. Pero we also adjusted our exercises. Nag-trim down kami sa sets and the reps para maka-adjust muna sila with the mask. But eventually, parang walang pandemic na na-happen kasi bumalik yung lakas nila, even with masks on. And we tried to, so ganun pa rin ang ginagawa namin hanggang ngayon. We wear masks for safety. On a regular basis, I think we have 30.
30 students.
Yes. Kasi yung iba kasi, we have walk-ins or we have yung, pero yung enrolled talaga, I think it's nasa mga 30.
30.
Ang average ng fees namin will have 2,500 up to 4 or 4,000 depending on the package that they avail. The ground rules are we don't have any qualifications. That's the usual questions that we get from students who are interested. They ask us, kailangan mo payat, kailangan mo malakas, kailangan mo flexible, and we always say no, no requirement. It is very open to all age, shape, and size. So everyone has to start somewhere. We have to start as beginners bago tayo matuto. So we encourage everyone to try. And karamihan ng nag-try, 80% they enroll. So yun. Before I'm working and medyo nasa outdoors kasi ang gusto ko. So medyo active din ako. I used to do, before pole fitness, I was working in a hotel, at Waterfront Hotel. And then, I do kickboxing. And then I was invited to teach. I was given the chance. I was offered, are you interested? And yung pole dancing kasi, sobrang hinihintay ko talaga na may mag-open ng studio in Davao. So when I got the offer, or when I was told na, mag-open kami ganito, ganyan, and di ba gusto mo ng pole? I said yes immediately. Doon lang siya nagaling talaga. As early as maybe 6 or yung age na can follow instructions. Kasi nag-vary kasi yung age na can follow instructions. Some 5 years old, they can follow na. Yung iba naman 8. So we assess the student if pwede na ba siya mag-enroll. And as young as maybe 6 years old and as old as 60, we've had students na. And majority of our students are like belonging to 30 to 50. Right now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 instructors. So it is open. Our first class starts at 9:30 and the last class starts at 6:45. We have a 1-hour class.
That's 1 hour per session.
Yes, 1 hour per session. Pagod na sila niyan.
Okay.
So to all the women out there, and to all the women and yung hindi ko na isali. So to all the women out there, I would like to encourage you to join us or at least give it one try, so that you will realize it is not as intimidating as it looks. Just one class, that's all you need for you to realize that you can do things.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. That was Tweetie Bullecer, the CEO and Chief Instructor of Evolve Pole Fitness and Aerial Art Studio. Now, John, nung unang pagdating mo sa studio, ano yung
Medyo nagulat
ano yung
lang ako.
sentiment mo pag
Kasi
diba?
at first it was a pole fitness studio where nakita ko may women of all sizes. Yun talaga nakita ko doon.
So it's really not about how big you are.
Big you are, ganun. Pero pakita mo sila, those students, especially on different sizes, different ages, medyo interesado talaga sila to take the challenge to do pole dancing. At saka yung aero chair.
Yes, yung acro chairs.
The acro chairs pala. The acro chairs pala. I
So
hope
what
you
we
have
offer
footage.
here
I hope you have
are,
footage
we
for
have
that, no?
our
The acro chairs. So,
Yeah.
Pole fitness classes.
kaya nga,
We have
yung medyo mas challenging yun. They do more on the body system, maybe ito sa may art natin.
Yes.
And of course,
the core muscles.
the core muscles. Pero ang maganda lang, yung motivation rin ng ginagawa ng mga instructors nila.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yun na nga, no? Parang may misconception about pole fitness or pole dancing as what some people refer to it. But it's not just, it's not just about an art or a dance. It's now a fitness regimen.
Yeah, fitness
makikita
regimen.
mo, talagang halos lahat ng body muscles mo gumagalaw.
Gumagalaw, and of
And,
course. At saka all ages, it's open for all ages, mga ganyan,
Shapes
di ba?
and sizes.
All
Like
shapes and sizes.
what
Medyo
Tweetie
nagulat
said.
ako. Kasi may nakita ko medyo malaki siya. Pero
Kaya-kaya
nakaya
niya.
umakyat lang po.
Kaya-kaya
Ayan, banda.
niya umakyat
Ayan,
ng
ayan.
pole.
Medyo
I don't know
umakyat,
if they have
malaki
that
sa
footage,
pole niya.
But maybe we can view it later.
Baka mamaya, pwede
So,
na view later.
Yun na nga, no? Pati sila tinamaan ng pandemic pala.
Yes.
So, medyo hirap din. Kasi they have to sanitize and they have to make sure safety protocols are being followed. So, anyway, to add to what Tweetie said, they have different packages for those who would like to enroll. No? It ranges from 2,500 to 4,000, depending on the package. Plus, it's open to all ages, like she said. And they also opened the Evolve Wall Fitness
Ayun,
facility
sinubukan
recently.
natin. Nagulat nga
Sinubukan
ako.
natin.
Bakit nandiyan yung trato natin doon?
Kasi, to those of you who may not know before, I used to do wall climbing. Si John, ganun din. Nag-cover din siya ng wall climbing. At
Hollow
umakyat
block
din siya
climbing
ng
yun.
pader.
Hollow block pader. Yun ang nakasanayin ko
He's
noong
also,
una.
an experienced wall climber kahit na walang holds. So, anyway, can we check on the footage of the
Wall climb.
wall climbing?
So wall
The
climb, we
Evolve
went to the wall
Wall
climb ngayon.
Fitness Center, if we have it.
Medyo masaya tayo nun.
Oo nga.
Yeah, we did experience it back after
ilang decades.
Ilang decades pa.
Yeah.
To get back on the wall
Because,
climbing
As
experience.
I remember, before yung mga wall climbing gyms dito, hindi ganun kadami. Konti lang. Siguro, I think there are a couple or 3 gyms lang that have those.
Maybe we could put back a wall climb competition.
Yes. Since wall climbing is also now known as an Olympic sport, yung speed climbing and yung bouldering.
Yeah.
Now, speed climbing is a lot more different from bouldering kasi sa bouldering may particular rota ka na sinusunod. Unlike sa speed climbing, it's just speed straight up.
Straight up
going
lang.
up. Yes.
So, yan ang ginagamit sa Olympics ngayon, di ba?
Yes.
Or
Both.
the world sport na.
Yes. Both events. Now, yung Evolve na Wall Fitness Center, they opened last March 8 to the public, no? And then they actually started construction in January. Now, the chief instructor is Bullecer-Gerochi. He used to be one of the seasoned climbers, wall climbers, sports climbers for Escape Outdoors. Then, the assistant instructor is Joseph Mangulabnan.
Okay.
Now, they offer classes that's still centered on fitness for Evolve Wall Fitness Center. That's an hour and 30 minutes. One class in the morning and one in the evening. Now they have this rate of 4,500 monthly. That's good for 10 sessions with specific program. And then 3,000 for 2 hours, maximum of 6 persons for seasoned climbers who would like to train. So, do you have the video? Okay, I think the video is not available. So for walk-ins, they also offer 600 pesos per climb.
Per climb.
So that's actually Miss Tweetie Bullecer said that the wall was conceptualized to give yung mga partners ng mga nag-enroll sa Evolve Pole Fitness something to do while waiting for their partners.
While waiting for partners.
Kasi yung mga husbands nakaupo lang daw sa canteen paminsan or
habang
sa
nagpo-pole dancing si Madam.
Ganyan. So at least ito meron silang something to do on the side, which
alternative.
is also healthy, yes.
The alternative
and good for them. Like yung mga kids, yung mga boyfriends, yung mga husbands.
So yung wall climb will come in.
Yes, that's how it was conceptualized. The facility is located pa rin dun sa Evolve Fitness, Pole Fitness and Aerial Gym.
Okay, Aerial Gym. Okay. So medyo nag-enjoy nga tayo doon konti kasi mayroon tayong nakita a little bit of spice.
Yeah, you really were interested with what we were shooting that time, no?
Yeah, kasi I was trying to do kung kaya kong gawin yung pole.
Dapat nga siguro subukan natin the next time.
Pole.
We should be the pioneering male pole
dancers.
Fitness enthusiasts.
Medyo masaya. Kung nandito pa si Jong Uy, nako. Matutuwa talaga yun kung nakita sarili na sa pole.
Yeah.
Okay? So, as after Pole Fitness and of course the Geoscrib 6th anniversary, we'll be sharing updates from the Philippine Basketball Association and the NBA. So, let's roll about it.
Go ahead, Zon.
Okay, so for the NBA, the Miami Heat is leading the Eastern Division with 45 wins and 24 losses, followed by Philadelphia, 41 and 25. Milwaukee, the defending champs, are at third, 42-26. Chicago Bulls, well, my surprising team is at fourth, 41-26, as well as Boston, 41-28, followed by Cleveland, 38-29. The Toronto Raptors, 37-30. New Jersey is at 8 with 35 and 33, and of course the Atlanta Hawks at 9, 39-34. Well, for the East, I'm still betting on, of course, I still have my sentimental pick for the Chicago Bulls, and of course I hope they will go up ahead in the Final Four. Other pick, maybe the Brooklyn Nets or the New Jersey Nets. And of course, the Miami Heat. For the East, the Phoenix Suns, or the West, the Phoenix Suns are leading with 54 wins and 40 losses, followed by the Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies at 47-27. The Golden State Warriors, one of my favorite teams, is at third, 46-22. The Utah Jazz, Jordan Clarkson and company, 42-25. Dallas Mavericks, 42-26. The Denver Nuggets, my surprise team, is at 40-28, followed by the Minnesota Timberwolves, 39-30. The LA Clippers, 36-24. And of course, Jong Uy's LA Lakers is at number, I think it's 9 or 8, at 29-38. I hope they make it, but
yeah,
maybe they can make it to the first round, however. And of course, the playoffs are fast approaching. If you're a big fan of the NBA, you could already take your pick your favorite teams. I hope they enter the second round of the NBA. I remember this game with LeBron James finishing with 50 plus points on that game against the Phoenix Suns, of course, for the Saturday loss. And of course, more hopes for the Lakers fans. I hope. I'm still a big fan of the Lakers. Here's one of these one, Luka Doncic, and of course, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah. I'm betting on the Bulls to enter the top 4. Yeah, eventually they are in the top 4. And of course, the Doncic and of course the Dallas Mavericks are still in contention. Here's one of my starting teams. Okay, the Boston Celtics and the Utah Jazz. Yeah, with Quinn Snyder and of course Amy Udoka. I'm not a fan of the Boston Celtics, but they're quite good team right now with Tatum at the front line. Okay.
So
Well,
who exactly are you rooting for
now?
For the Eastern and the Western?
I'm betting on the Suns and of course the maybe Chicago. Yeah. For the PBA, it was a PBA. The PBA will start its quarterfinal round. The PBA will start its quarterfinal round for this 46th season Governors Cup. The quarterfinals will start tomorrow, with March 16 at 3 p.m. The NLEX Road Warriors with a twice-to-beat advantage against the Alaska Aces. And at 6 p.m. it will be the TNT Tropang Giga having a twice-to-beat edge next to Barangay Ginebra San Miguel as the quarterfinals for the 46th season of the PBA Governors Cup tips off tomorrow.
Okay, thanks for that, John. Sino ba mga bets mo sa PBA
Well, of course, for the PBA, I'm a big fan of the San Miguel Beerman.
Hindi ka ba Barangay Ginebra fan?
Yeah, a little bit of the Ginebra fan, but I'm more on the SMB side. Yeah,
I know certain Philippine Sports Commissioner na diehard Barangay Ginebra fan eh. Si Commissioner Charles Raymond Maxi.
He
I hope
hopes
he's watching us.
Gin Kings are entering the next round after the quarterfinals, but they have to take on the TNT Tropang Giga, who has a twice-to-beat advantage. So,
And
yan sa PBA, di ba?
Karamihan sa mga maraming players ang Tropang Giga that have entered the Gilas pool din.
Yeah, but syempre, nasa PBA tayo, the most loved team is the Barangay Ginebra. So, they're rooting for the Gin Kings to enter the next round and probably have an upset next to the TNT Tropang Giga. Okay.
Okay, before we continue, pa-shoutout lang ako sa mga nanonood sa atin. Of course, our co-host, Jong Uy, who just came back from Cavite, is watching us.
Pagod rin siya, pagod rin.
Of course, Attorney Jack Dandan, our isa sa mga loyal viewers and followers natin.
Thank you so much.
We have also Madam Taj Gaite.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And Madam Tweetie, Bullecer. She's watching. Thank you very much. And Leia May and Ella Ray Kyocho of the AAK Davao.
Yeah.
We also would have with us okay, I think that's it for now. But anyway, going back to the PBA, the quarterfinals begin tomorrow?
Tomorrow, March 16.
Okay.
Yep.
So
we have 2 games for tomorrow.
Okay. Any other updates ba? Wala tayong
Medyo ito lang, the quarterfinal will start tomorrow at 3 p.m. at 6 p.m. We have 2 matches right there. Once again, it's the NLEX Road Warriors with a twice-to-beat advantage up against the Alaska Aces. And at 6 p.m., it will be the TNT Tropang Giga having a twice-to-beat advantage next to Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. It will be a great match tomorrow.
Okay. So, our next update would be for the upcoming BJMP 2022-11 Multi-Sports Reloaded Duathlon, which happens in Tagum on Sunday. That's
Sunday,
March 20. Now, some 200 participants are expected to test their skills again in an actual duathlon race course. Now, BJMP 11 Ambassador for Sports Harvey Brian Malnegro, who earlier guested with us, said that during the initial registration period, around 180 participants automatically registered.
Okay.
So, this is a good thing, no? Makikita natin talagang anxious and they're really raring to go back into the normal race format. Now, the BJMP 2022 Reloaded Duathlon is a 5-kilometer foot race, a 40-kilometer bike, and a 3-kilometer sprint to the finish.
Medyo mahaba rin yan, ha?
Medyo mahaba rin. And although na siya, it's just 2 disciplines, no? It's just running and biking. Medyo madugo pa rin ang labanan dito. Now, defending champion and local favorite Juanito Mahinay is among one of the competitors to watch out for, though. Among other top names coming from Davao and other places in Mindanao. Now, the bike section is supposedly flat and asphalt. So, medyo kung mainit, talagang matetest ang endurance ng mga participants, and they will be passing in the areas of Mako and Mabini, as I was told by Harvey earlier.
Rain or shine ba to?
Yes. I think the race officials will be the ones to determine if kailangan i-stop ang race kung talagang severe yung weather conditions. But I think they will play on kung medyo mahina lang yung rain. Now, for the event, they're asking all the participants to self-regulate and observe safety and health protocols for the security of everyone. No? Kasi although medyo naglighten up na nga ang restrictions, kailangan para mag-ingat. And then, this event is being held for the benefit of the BJMP 11 firing range for the enhanced marksmanship training ng mga personnel nila. Now, it's also supported by the Tagum City government and its local tourism council. I think may kilala ka yata doon, John.
Si
Mr. Noel Dakiwag.
Okay, Tourism Council. I remember him.
In Tagum.
That will be on March 20.
At the Tagum Municipal Hall, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Baka may chance tayo, pasyalan natin yan doon.
Yes. Reboot TV and Southern Sports Digest are expected to be there.
Okay.
So, other events, so far, the Philippine Sports Writers Association
I remember that.
also held its annual
PSA Awards. Okay.
last night at the Diamond Hotel in Manila. Now, no less than Hidilyn Diaz, our
first
gold medalist,
Olympic gold
gold
medalist.
medalist, won the Athlete of the Year honor. And then, of course, the event was backed by San Miguel Corporation, the Philippine Sports Commission, and the Philippine Olympic Committee. We'd like to congratulate PSA President Ray Lachica of Tenco for hosting the event and successfully, holding it. Now, other awardees were also honored with citations. Olympians Marjeline Didal for skateboard, Irish Magno for boxing, Bianca Pagdanganan for golf, Juvic Pagunsan for golf, Elrin Ando for weightlifting, Christian Knott for athletics, Remedy Rule for swimming, Luke Gebi for swimming, Kiyomi Watanabe for judo, Chris Nevares for rowing, Kurt Barbosa for taekwondo, and Jason Valdez for shooting. Paralympians Gerald Mangliwan, wheelchair racing, Ernie Gawilan, our own Ernie Gawilan, Gary Behino also for swimming, Elaine ganapin for Taekwondo, Janet Aceveda, and for athletics, and Asel Gion for powerlifting, along with Asian weightlifting double gold winner Vanessa Sarno. Now, another highlight of that awards night was the Lifetime Achievement Award,
Idol ko yan.
which was shared by, of course, legends from the Philippine Basketball Association, Ramon El Presidente Fernandez,
The elegant
our
siya.
commissioner
The elegant
from the
siya.
PSC, and Robert Sunny Jaworski
Big
Sr.
J.
They were named co-winners of the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now, other awardees included Philippine Olympic Committee President Abraham Bambol Tolentino of
Tolentino.
POC. Congratulations, sir, for the Executive of the Year, and Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Butch
Butch Ramirez.
Ramirez for
Okay.
excellence in leadership. Actually, maraming binigyan ng awards, no? And it also includes Carlos Yulo for
Okay.
gymnastics, and golf titleist Yuka Sasso, who bagged the President's Awards.
Well, big hands off or
For our
hats
athletes,
off
yes.
for the PSA, the Philippine Sports Writers Association, our brothers in sports writing,
Yes.
especially to its president, Mr. Ray
Ray
La
Chica.
Chica. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat for giving those prestigious awards and to uphold always the Filipino athlete.
Balita ko, bonggang-bongga yung awarding.
Yeah.
I hope we could also replicate that here sa Mindanao and sa Davao City.
Yeah, we'll be having that soon. Okay? And of course, ano bang update natin lang, Leo?
So far, I guess that's all the updates that we have. But I was particularly intrigued with the pole fitness and yung aerial arts.
Aerial arts.
Because they also have yun na nga, yung exotic pole and the acrobatic chair, aerial hoops, aerial sling, and aerial silk
Wala pa
classes.
tayong footage yan. I think we did have.
Yeah, but I think medyo medyo
Discreet.
ruffled yung yung footage. So talagang makikita mo a lot of different crafts are coming into the picture, no, out of the woodwork. So hindi lang the usual na conventional sports like basketball or bowling or football. So it's interesting na lumalabas ng mga ganitong klaseng activities.
Ang hope ko lang, no, medyo they'll have it on a mall next time. No? Yung medyo
Parang demonstration.
parang demonstration for as they encourage more Davaoeños to enroll in their studio and learn the art of pole fitness. Diba?
Actually, Evolve Pole Fitness and Aerial Arts Studio is located along Arcastillo Street at the corner of Arroyo Street in Lanang. You can find their studio at the third floor of that particular area. You can ask the locals there. And then talaga na-intriga ako with the instructors and the practitioners that we saw at the studio. Parang although it was some of them were just doing it for the first time, talagang the instructors made it look easy, you know? Especially si Madam Chiclet Bullecer, the operations manager and one of the instructors also of Evolve. So parang it's something na baka nakaka-encourage din sa mga kababaihan natin.
Kasi all women,
healthy.
all sizes yun eh. Nakita ko medyo malaki yung tinutulungan niya. Pero the girl can still stand tall sa pole
Yes.
that time. Yeah.
Talo tayo.
Yeah, talo pa nga tayo nun eh.
Talo tayo.
Pero ano lang, medyo kung babalikan natin, I hope Jong will see this one. And of course, pa-encourage niya kahit sarili niya. Tingnan natin. Kung medyo magka-diferensya sa katawan kinabukasan, planax mo na lang yan.
Planax na lang. Okay. Shout out din kay Mr. June Liwag who's also
Okay.
watching us.
Thank you so
and
much.
Mr.
Thank you so much.
Radiu And of course, Mr. Gerson Tamayo, also from the AAK Davao.
Yeah, maraming
Association
salamat.
for the Advancement
Mr. T.
of
Mr. T.
Karate-Do.
Okay.
John,
Okay, so...
anything more to add?
Medyo, it's about, ano na tayo? Sumabog na ba tayo sa curfew natin?
Yeah, I think we ran out of
Okay,
since we
ladies
don't have a
and
live guest for today's edition of Reboot TV.
Next week
And,
tayo mag-live
Next week,
guest.
meron tayong live guest and I think it has something to do with board games.
Yeah, board games or maybe more. Okay, so in behalf of the staff and crew ng Reboot TV, Leo, baka may may final words for that before we go? Isang oras na po tayong booking natin dito or
Okay,
ako na?
special greetings na lang to my partner out there, Ann Calixihan, and my daughter, Angela. They're watching. And to all our friends from Southside, Auto Shop, and friends namin from AAK and the local sports enthusiasts na nanonood ngayon. Thank you very much.
Buti na lang, tama yung pangalan sinabi mo.
Iyak ka na naman.
Okay, once again, behalf of the staff and crew of Reboot TV and Southern Sports Digest. Well, but before that, okay, join us tomorrow night as we have TR5 night, also known as Araw ng Tanduay. I'll be with you at Rehab for a special night, Araw ng Tanduay, March 16, together with Zoco Milk and DJ Nigel. Okay, that will be tomorrow night, March 16. Doon po ako sa Rehab to join you for TR5 Araw ng Tanduay. Rehab, bukas po, kita-kits po tayo diyon. Of course, once again, on behalf of the staff and crew of Rehab, maraming salamat po. We miss Mr. Jong Uy ngayong gabi. Medyo he's having a jet lag pa. Okay, so maybe we'll have him. Balik kaming tatlo next week for another set of updates from sports, leisure, and entertainment. Till next time, my name is Jon Develos. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much.